Hello everybody, welcome to the Oldish TV. So happy to have you back here with us again. My name is Karen Brown. I'm the publisher and editor of the Oldish, and I have to tell you, this is the show I thought I would never do. I have had so many questions about makeup and hair, so I'm going to bite the bullet, and I'm going to talk to you about makeup and hair today. My makeup and hair in particular. These are the questions I'm getting. What shade is that? And what do you use for this? And I'm just going to tell you. I don't deviate much from my routine. So this will probably be the very same a year from now. And it was the same pretty much a year ago. So let's start at the top with the hair. Yes, I color my hair. I'm almost 100% gray, for sure. I go every 3 weeks and get my hair done. Makes me feel better. I wish there was a lovely way to transition to gray, and I wish I had lovely gray hair. I have very harsh salt and pepper gray hair. Not my favorite, so for the time being anyway, I go every 3 weeks and I sit in a chair and I come out feeling much better. When I get home though, I wash my hair with this wonderful shampoo that I have found. It is organic, it is so easy to use, and it's a bar. It's from a company in Western Canada called Unwrapped Life, and the bar is usually much bigger than this, but this is the one I'm currently using. I also have the conditioner. It'll come out. There we go. The conditioner bar, also a bar. I love this soap. This one is called the Hydrator. They have lots and lots of different kinds, but I also bought these tins from them, and it makes this shampoo super easy to travel with. I am a person who likes to travel with carry-on luggage as much as I possibly can, and of course with shampoo in those big things, you really can't do that very well. So I've done the route of going to my destination and buying shampoo there. I've used several of the smaller travel shampoos that I can buy at the drugstore and then just throw them out as I'm done with them. It is a little bit harder to find shampoo that is good with colored hair, because of course you don't want the stuff that's in it to strip the color out. That would be bad. But this Unwrapped Life company, all of their shampoos are good for colored hair. So they are as natural as you can find, and it is surprisingly easy to use if you're used to using a liquid shampoo. The bar, transitioning to the bar, super easy. So that is what I use for my hair. When I get out of, I wash my face in the shower too. I use Dove soap. I didn't bring that. Just a bar of Dove soap. And when I get out of the shower, I use toner. I don't know if we can get this so that it won't shine, but it's from Kiehl's. It is Kiehl's Calendula Herbal Extract Toner, and there's no alcohol in it. So I really like it. It's got a bunch of weeds in the bottom. These are not weeds. These are naturally occurring ivy and leaf stems, and I actually like it primarily because it's oil-free, so that cleans off the skin and gives me a good place to start. Now, in the daytime, I use this moisturizer from Love You Beauty. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to link all of this stuff below for you. But this is Love You Beauty, which is a local company to where I live, but they do ship. And this is organic, and it is their Restored Daily Moisturizer line. So I use this in the daytime. It is a fantastic moisturizer. In the overnight period, I use Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream. Kind of reminds me of the creams like Noxzema, although it doesn't smell the same at all. It's a much prettier smell, but there's something about Noxzema that sort of brings back memories. It's a nice thick cream. This is almost empty, so I have to replenish it. nice thick cream. And I wear that overnight. I also wear it in the daytime on Sundays. I try to have Sundays as a makeup-free day where I just scrub my face. That's when I'll maybe exfoliate, and I'll put this on and I'll just leave it on all day long. They also have an eye cream, so I use Charlotte Tilbury eye cream as well. So I get these, I get them on their website, Charlotte Tilbury's website. You can also get them at Sephora. So that is the basic moisturizing piece. Can't believe you guys are actually interested in this, but I got the questions. What can I tell you? Eyebrows. Eyebrows frame the face, and as we get older, the eyebrows tend to thin. So at the moment, I am considering microblading. I've gone so far as to contact somebody in my local area about having it done, and so I'll let you know what happens with that. But in the meanwhile, I use something called Brow Power from It Cosmetics. I like it because it has this little spoolie on the end, but the actual pencil part is very soft and it's retractable. I don't know if you can see that, it's retractable. So that makes it very helpful, and I just fill them in a little bit. I don't tend to draw big shapes or anything. I just want to look like I actually have some eyebrows now that they are thinning on me. My eyelashes, by the way, I do get eyelash extensions. I get them, let me see, about every 3 weeks I go in and I get them done, and then I don't have to use mascara, and it makes my eyelashes look much fuller. I have yet to find a really good mascara that makes my eyelashes look as full as I want them to look. Again, with age, they tend to fall out and thin out, and I like them to look a little more full. So there's that. Foundation. I do a couple of different things, and it depends on the weather and it depends on what I'm doing. This one by Pure, I have used, gosh, probably 7 or 8 years, and this is 4-in-1 pressed mineral makeup. I use the shade Blush Medium, but it is, it's a nice, gentle, base foundation that gives really good coverage, I find. So I like that one quite a bit, and I buy this just at Shoppers Drug Mart. I don't use anything that's really expensive. I suppose the Charlotte Tilbury cream is the most expensive thing I use, but I think it's really important to have a good moisturizer. So I use that. Now there are times when it's, when I want to use a base foundation that is liquid. It can depend on the weather. Also, if I'm doing a photo shoot, which I did the other day with my business partner, then I like to use these. Now this is a foundation primer by Laura Mercier, and it is, I don't know if there's a color on this, it's just a primer. But that's a really good thing to set the makeup. I suppose I could use it under the Pure Minerals, but I don't. I find the Pure Minerals 4-in-1 gives really good coverage just as it is. This Laura Mercier is a tinted moisturizer, and it's oil-free, so I really like this. This shade is Cameo that I use. So again, I get that at Sephora. Pretty simple. So there is that. Now then we move, once I get all that done, I move to eyes, and palettes are a really big thing these days. It seems quite difficult to get individual shades, but on the other hand, it's kind of nice to have the variety. So this is the one I'm currently using. It's Urban Decay Naked 3. Yes, they have a 1 and a 2, and I think they have more than that. So it is a bunch of different shades. Let me get the brush out of here, just so that I can show you the different shades that they have. And it's been traveling to the studio. So this is the shade palette that you can tell the ones that I'm using. This one here is the one that I use on my eyelid. And then this one over here is the one I use on the outer third. That is called Factory. So the one in the middle is called Limit, and the one on the outer third is called Factory. And then I use this one over here, just up under the brow. And I tend not to use eyeliner too much. There's no particular reason. I find the staying power of using eyeshadow as eyeliner to be pretty good, as long as you choose the right color. And so the one that I've been using is this one on the end here called, oops, Dark Heart. To get my mirrors lined up here, Dark Heart, and I use that as an eyeliner. So again, that palette is called Naked 3, Sephora again. When I do use eyeliner, and I might do this in the evening just because it's a stronger color and I want to go more into the interior of my eye, I use this, which is by NYX, NYX, and this you can't buy at Sephora. NYX has their own outlets. This particular color is called Faux Black Burnt Sienna. So I will use that one when I want a bit greater coverage. So that is the eyes. Underneath the eyes, because I get dark circles, don't you? I use this by Tarte. It is a creaseless concealer. This particular shade is medium neutral. So it's just a wand, and I'll dab 3 little spots under my eyes and then blend it in. Blending is key to everything, particularly as you age, but you know, I blend my eyeshadows, I blend everything. Oh, I forgot to tell you, when I do my eyebrows, I use this clear brow gel to keep them in place, because they tend to wander. I don't know why. Do you have wandering eyebrows? And then, in the summertime, I will get a bit of extra color through the use of this, which is also a pure minerals product. It's called Mineral Glow. And you can see I use it quite well. So I just put that wherever the sun would hit. And then for blush, I use this one by NARS. This color is called Orgasm. Not only does it sound good, but it is actually a shade that works for the vast majority of people. So it's a nice light pinky color. It's actually not even as pinky as that shows, but I've got it on now. A little bit of color on the cheeks does not hurt. And when that is all done on my lips, I actually like lip glosses, and I do have lipsticks. I have several lipsticks, and I'll wear them in the evening when I go out, but in the daytime, this is what tends to be my go-to. These little ones, they are called, oh, get the right side up here, they're called Sugar, and I get this at Sephora as well, and this is Sugar. So this one shade, I've used it so well that the color is just right off. Oh, there, it's called Nude. This one is called Nude, and it's what I have on my lips right now. It's just a very light pinky nude color. This one is called Fig. I tend to use that more in the winter time when I want just a bit more color. So those keep my lips moisturized, and I find that they stay. They have staying power. A lot of the hydrating lip products wear off very quickly. So that is what I use for that. This whole routine, maybe 10 minutes, if that. It's pretty fast. Now maybe because I don't have to do mascara and I don't do very precision eyeliner, it seems to go very quickly. So, and I've also been doing it for a long time, so it's kind of down to a science. I am very interested to hear what you like to use. What products do you use? You know, as we get older, products that settle into the skin can be problematic, and that was actually my concern with the Pure Minerals as I aged, that because it was powder-ish, that it would do that, but I don't find that it does. It does not settle into the creases. I find that a lot of the thick moisturizing foundations tend to settle into creases as the day goes on, as they dry. They don't do me any favors. Maybe that's just my skin type, but I am interested in hearing what you use and how long you've used it for, whether it has made the transition from your earlier years to your older years. I can tell you here's something I've been using since I was 14. This is the fragrance that I use. It is L'air de Temp, Nina Ricci, L'air de Temp. This is the body lotion. I tend to use that a lot in the summertime. I do have the perfume, and I dab that on if I need a little extra kick, but I like the body lotion quite a bit, and I can travel with that, so that's pretty good. Have you been wearing a fragrance since you were quite young? Do you change them up? There are a lot of people who change up their fragrances constantly, but then there are those people, like myself, that I'm sure people can close their eyes and know who's walking through a room because the fragrance is always the same. So tell us in the comments below what you use, what has worked for you, why you've chosen it, why particular colors work. You know, redheads seem to have a particularly difficult time finding good products. And as we age, even if we color our hair to keep that true redhead look, we still want to find products that are useful and usable and flattering. So let's have a discussion about that below, and I will see you in the comments. Until next week, then, I will wish you well and tell you, as I always do, to look after one another and remind you that it does indeed take a village to age a senior.